Guys, today we're going to be working on a 2023 Axis A24 and we are going to be changing out the impeller. First thing you're going to need is the impeller itself. This is the part number right there. You're going to need an 8mm socket, ratchet. A pick is definitely very handy, and these two are just kind of extras as you need them. All right, starting at the back of the boat, looking down, is our water pump right here. Our impeller sits right in here. And we've got 4 bolts on the back, and that's basically what holds it. You got one here, one here, got one there, and then one down there that you can kind of see. This is where our 8mm is going to come into play. We're just going to zip those 4 bolts off, and then remove this cover right here, and then you just hold this hose to the side. All right, we've got our cover off now. There's our 4 little bolts. Just be careful because those are small and you can drop them. And then there's the impeller right there. That, and then you can see a little gasket right here. Right around the edge. Now, I'm gonna pop that out and we're gonna take a look at it. Okay, so the best way I found to get this out is to kind of get in here with your pick. Just kind of push it out like that. There we go. It's coming out. You can also try your pliers against here, or in some cases, the lip right here. But you'll see that I poked through, and that doesn't really matter because we're already replacing this unit. So we don't really have to worry too much about that. But just like I said, just keep kind of going at it until you get her out. So now looking at this, we can kind of see some spots of concern, some wear. Just spent some time in this boat, so nothing crazy. We had an overheating issue with this boat, and even though it was not anything to do with the impeller, we wanted to change it out just to be safe. Here's what our new impeller came with. New impeller. Gasket for the cover, actually, which this boat did not have one on it, so I'm going to use it. And then an O-ring to replace that other one. This O-ring right here was the one that I was just talking about. So let's go ahead and I'll just kind of scoop it out with my pick. Here's a trick that I like to do after getting it part way in is spin it a little bit, just with your hand, so that you can get them all facing the right direction. Similar to how this one is, our old unit. All right, now that we have our new O-ring on and our new impeller in, time that we can put the old cover back on and that new gasket and the screws. This piece goes on a certain way. You can see our markings here, kind of like a crescent moon. You can come down here and you can see where those markings line up. Right along that edge, right about there. That's where that should line up, and all the bolts should go in okay. I understand now why there was not a gasket on it originally. As you can see, this gasket is too small. No point in stretching it. We already have that O-ring down there, and so I'm going to assume that this is for a different model of housing, using the same impeller, of course, but maybe a different cover shape or a bolt hole location. So we're gonna ditch that, and we're just gonna still put this on the exact way that I described before, just minus that gasket. But you have that O-ring down there still, and that O-ring will seal. After taking the boat out, the temps look all good, and we should be all finished. Thanks guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and let me know if there's anything else you guys would like to see.